You're tired of wasting money on disappointing burgers that look nothing like the picture and taste even worse. Customer satisfaction data from 2025 reveals that 74% of fast food customers are disappointed with their burger quality. But here's what's shocking. The chain with an 88% satisfaction rate charges less than the one with a 70% rate. Americans eat 50 billion burgers per year, yet most people are eating at the wrong places. I analyzed every major chain's satisfaction scores, ingredient quality, and actual taste to create the definitive ranking. The numbers don't lie, but they will surprise you, especially when you see which beloved chain ranked dead last. Here's how this works. I'm counting down from the absolute worst to the undisputed champion. Each ranking is based on three things: customer satisfaction scores, ingredient quality, and actual taste tests. No opinions, just facts. And trust me, your assumptions are about to get destroyed. Let's start with the disasters. Our countdown starts with a chain that's lying to you about what they actually are. When you're craving a burger, you want beef, not ice cream with a side of disappointment. Getting this wrong means you'll leave hungry and $15 poorer. Dairy Queen ranks dead last because they're not actually a burger joint. They're an ice cream shop that happens to serve burgers. Many locations don't even have full kitchens. I watched them microwave my patty at a restaurant in 2025. When your main business is frozen treats, burgers become an afterthought. You get bland, dry patties that rely entirely on cheese for any moisture. Most locations use pre-made frozen patties reheated in microwaves or warming trays. Last month, I ordered their signature burger combo. The cashier asked if I wanted to add a blizzard. I should have just ordered the blizzard. The burger was so forgettable, I literally forgot I was eating it. Here's the revelation. Just because a place serves burgers doesn't mean they know how to make them. It's like asking your dentist to fix your car. Sure, they're both professionals, but stay in your lane. At least Dairy Queen knows what they're good at. Our next chain has been fooling people for decades about what they're supposed to be. Number 9 survives on one thing: your bad decisions at 2 a.m. You're paying full price for what's basically drunk food. When you're sober and hungry, you deserve better than cardboard with ketchup. Jack in the Box exists for late-night desperation. Their burgers have dry patties, sloppy assembly, and zero consistency. They focus on tacos, chicken, and weird limited-time offers, while treating burgers like an obligation. When a restaurant has 47 menu items, none of them get proper attention. You get thin, dry patties with random toppings thrown on. They survive on location convenience and drunk college students who'll eat anything. It's like a Swiss Army knife. Technically, it has a knife, but would you use it to cut a steak? Jack in the Box technically serves burgers, but would you order one when you're actually hungry? I've eaten at Jack in the Box exactly 3 times. Once at 3 a.m. after a concert, once because it was the only option at a rest stop, and once for this video. Guess which experience was the best? The rest stop. At least I knew what I was getting into. Here's what blew my mind. Their famous spicy chicken sandwich gets 5-star reviews. Their burgers get 2 stars. From the same kitchen. That tells you everything. But hey, at least Jack in the Box doesn't pretend their burgers are good. This next chain drowns their mistakes in sauce. Number 8 has mastered the art of covering up bad beef. When you need half a bottle of sauce to make food edible, you're not eating food. You're eating sauce with a meat-shaped delivery system. Checkers overloads everything with condiments to hide dry, flavorless meat. Even their signature Big Buford gets slammed in reviews as a big letdown. Food critics literally describe their burgers as aggressively forgettable. Cheap meat needs flavor help. You experience sauce overload that makes every bite taste the same. Big portions and heavy seasoning trick your brain into thinking there's actual flavor. It's like putting perfume on garbage. Sure, it smells better, but underneath, it's still garbage. Checkers drowns bad beef in sauce and hopes you don't notice. I ordered their Big Buford last week. Took one bite and couldn't taste any beef. Just mayo, ketchup, and sadness. I actually peeled back the bun to see if there was meat in there. There was, but it was so thin I could read my receipt through it. Here's the kicker. Good burgers need minimal sauce. When a chain's signature move is drowning everything in condiments, They're telling you their base ingredients can't stand on their own. At least Checkers admits they're covering something up. This next chain lives entirely on nostalgia. Number 7 proves that cool vibes can't save terrible food. You're paying for an experience that peaked in 1965. When nostalgia costs you actual satisfaction, it's time to move on. Sonic has amazing retro aesthetic and disappointing execution. Customer satisfaction score, just 70 out of 100. Their burgers arrive lukewarm with poor topping quality and massive inconsistency between locations. Franchise model with no quality control means hit or miss burgers that vary wildly by location. They survive on nostalgia marketing and unique drink combinations. Sonic is like that friend from high school who still tells the same stories from 20 years ago. Great memories, but you wouldn't want to hang out with them now. I've been to 5 different Sonics for this research. Each one felt like a different restaurant wearing the same costume. One had decent burgers, 2 were terrible, 2 more were just confusing. That's not a business model, that's chaos. Here's what shocked me. Sonic's drinks get 4-star reviews consistently. Their burgers get 2-star reviews consistently from the same customers. They know what they're good at, but they keep pretending to be something else. But the real tragedy isn't a chain that never figured it out. It's watching a former king fall from grace. Number 6 is the saddest story on this list, a fallen empire that can't admit it's lost the war. This isn't just about a bad burger. This is about a brand that built your childhood memories and is now actively destroying them. Every disappointing Whopper is a betrayal of what you thought you loved. Burger King's customer satisfaction barely improved to 71 in 2025. That's still failing grade territory. The Whopper, once iconic, now tastes like artificial grill flavor mixed with disappointment. They charge premium prices for declining quality. Corporate cost-cutting destroyed ingredient quality. You taste artificial flame-grilled flavor that tastes like liquid smoke in burger form. They justify it with marketing campaigns that rely on nostalgia instead of actual improvement. Burger King is like your favorite band's latest album. You want to love it because of the memories, but deep down, you know their best days are behind them. I did a blind taste test last month, Whopper versus McDonald's Quarter Pounder. I was rooting for the Whopper because of childhood nostalgia. The artificial grill taste was so overwhelming I actually spit it out. My wife laughed at me. She was right to. Here's the brutal truth. The chain that invented have it your way now makes you wish you'd gone somewhere else. They've become everything they once competed against. Okay, enough tragedy. Let's talk about chains that actually deserve your money, starting with one that might surprise you. Plot twist. The chain everyone loves to hate just earned a spot in the top 5. I know. I wasn't sure about this one either until I tasted Fit again and realized the data was right. Here's why. You've been programmed to think McDonald's is bottom-tier fast food. Getting this wrong means you've been avoiding actually good burgers while overpaying for inferior ones. McDonald's. Quarter Pounder sets the standard for fast food consistency. They upgraded to fresh-cooked patties, and it transformed their entire burger game. At under $6, it delivers more value than chains charging double. Simplicity executed perfectly. You get balanced flavors, reliable quality, and 0 surprises. They use a systematic approach to every ingredient and cooking process. McDonald's is like a Toyota Camry. Not exciting, but reliable, affordable, and gets the job done every single time without drama. I included McDonald's in my blind taste test as a control group, expected it to rank last. It beat Shake Shack, Five Guys, and 3 other premium chains. I had to double-check the labels. Sometimes simple done. Right beats complicated done wrong. Here's what blew my mind. The cheapest option often delivers more value than chains charging double the price. McDonald's proved that engineering matters more than marketing. Just don't think everything else at McDonald's is actually of the same value. If you do, Mikey D, chose wisely. But what happens when you take McDonald's consistency and add premium ingredients? You get our number 4. Number 4 proves that fast casual can be worth the premium price sometimes. You're paying restaurant prices for fast food. When you drop $12 on a burger combo, it better deliver restaurant quality experience. Shake Shack uses antibiotic-free Angus beef with restaurant-quality preparation. Their potato buns are impossibly soft, and their sauces are perfectly balanced. Most importantly, it actually looks like the picture. They treat fast food like restaurant food. You experience Instagram-worthy presentation that tastes even better. Quality ingredients and careful preparation at every step justify the price. Shake Shack is like the iPhone of burgers. More expensive than alternatives, but the experience is so polished, you understand why people pay extra. I ordered a Shack burger last week and actually took a photo before eating it. Not for social media, but because I couldn't believe it looked exactly like the menu picture. Then I bit into it and understood why people wait in line for 20 minutes. Here's what surprised me. Sometimes you really do get what you pay for. Shake Shack proved that premium pricing can be justified when every detail is perfect. But Shake Shack's polish can't compete with old-school craftsmanship. Our number 3 does burgers the way your grandfather remembers them. Number 3 takes us back to when burgers were made by hand, not machines. In a world of assembly line food, finding authentic craftsmanship is rare. When you find it, you need to recognize and support it. Five Guys hand presses every patty from fresh beef. Never frozen, never pre-made. They use fresh produce and offer infinite customization. Customer satisfaction consistently ranks in the top 3 nationally. Authenticity beats efficiency. You experience messy, indulgent burgers that taste like craftsmanship. No shortcuts, no compromises, no exceptions. Five Guys is like a craft brewery in a world of Budweiser. More expensive, takes longer, but the end result is incomparably better. I watched them make my burger last week. Hand-pressed the patty, hand-cut the fries, hand-selected every topping. The teenager behind the counter treated my $15 order like he was cooking for his grandmother. That's the difference. Here's what hit me. The best burgers aren't always the prettiest. Sometimes authenticity beats aesthetics. Five Guys proves that doing things the hard way creates better results. Five Guys masters the art. But our number 2 masters something even more important: value. Number 2 is about to make you question everything you know about burger value. You've been overpaying for inferior burgers, while the best value in America hides in small Midwest towns. Missing this means you're literally throwing money away. Culver's Butter Burger delivers rich, garlicky beef flavor for under $5. Customer satisfaction score, 84 out of 100. That's higher than chains charging twice as much. Their buttery buns enhance the beef instead of overwhelming it. They focus on flavor, not flash. You discover the best burger value in America comes from Wisconsin. Simple ingredients, perfect execution, honest pricing. Culver's is like finding a Michelin star chef working at a small-town diner. The setting might be humble, but the skill level is world-class. I drove 200 miles to try Culver's after hearing the hype. Thought it was overhyped Midwest bias. Ordered a butter burger and took one bite. Called my wife immediately and told her we're moving to Wisconsin. She thought I was kidding. I wasn't entirely kidding. Here's what makes Culver's special. They're still family-owned, still focused on their original mission. While other chains chase profit margins, Culver's chases perfection. You can taste the difference. Here's the revelation that changed everything for me. The best burger in America might be the one you've never heard of. Geographic bias keeps incredible food hidden in plain sight. But there's still one chain that makes every other burger feel like a compromise. And you already know who it is. Number 1 will surprise absolutely no one, but the reasons why might shock you. This isn't just about the best burger chain. This is about understanding what happens when a company refuses to compromise for 75 years. Customer satisfaction score, 88 out of 100. Highest in the industry. 100% fresh beef with no additives or preservatives. They've maintained identical quality across 3 states and 5 decades. The double-double animal style is literally a cultural phenomenon. Obsessive focus on quality over quantity. You experience burger perfection disguised as fast food. Private ownership, controlled expansion, zero compromises maintain it. In and Out proves a revolutionary concept. You can grow big without getting bad. While every other chain cuts corners to boost profits, In-N-Out cuts profit margins to boost quality. I've eaten In-N-Out in California, Texas, and Colorado. Every single double-double animal style tastes identical. Not similar, identical. That's not accident. That's obsession with perfection. Here's what makes In-N-Out special. They could expand to all 50 states tomorrow. They choose not to. They could add 47 menu items like everyone else. They choose not to. They could cut costs and boost profits. They choose not to. Every choice prioritizes your experience over their convenience. Here's the truth that changed my perspective. In-N-Out proves that the best companies in the world aren't trying to be everything to everyone. They're trying to be perfect at one thing for their customers. In-N-Out is like Apple in 2007. Everyone else is making complicated products with mediocre execution. They make simple products with perfect execution and change the entire industry standard. The best burger chain in America has the smallest menu because they'd rather do 5 things perfectly than 50 things poorly. In a world of endless options, they chose endless quality. The real lesson here isn't about burgers, it's about standards. When you started this video, you were settling for disappointment. Now you know that great food exists at every price point. You just have to know where to look. Imagine if everyone demanded this level of quality. Bad chains would have to improve or disappear. Good chains would thrive and expand. You're not just choosing lunch. You're voting for the kind of food world you want to live in.